The BITC partnership that Fujitsu have been operating for the last 7 years is a fantastic way for us as a global organisation to support the local communities in which we operate from. It provides great opportunities for our employees to get involved in activities that help influence and build confidence whilst delivering employability skills that are both impactful and provide better outcomes post-education. Our volunteers are really key to driving success for our BITC partnerships. So let's hear from some of them in terms of their experiences.
Working with the Vine has been great. Intervening in the lessons and bringing business into the classroom, I think, really helps the students to put their STEM subjects into context. Not everyone excels in an academic context, and in microcosm you see the students excel in different areas. Some are gregarious, some are quiet, and you see the different ways that people interact in teams. And I've learned from that in my role as a manager. You see in microcosm how people are different and how we need to be diverse and how we need to have different people in our teams.
I got involved with the Vine School because my son was at the school and I got the opportunity to volunteer at the Vine through the Fujitsu corporate scheme. So I grabbed it to be able to support my local school. It's really great to work with all the students because they're always enthusiastic. My favourite activity is the Vine Enterprise Day, where the students develop their own applications, and it's really great to see their designs to develop throughout the day and come to life in the final presentation.
I really enjoyed my experience so far over the last year getting involved in a variety of projects at the Vine School. I think it's great that we can go in and really help to put into context a lot of the subjects that the children are learning in their classes and kind of apply it to business and kind of the outside world. My first ever experience was definitely my most memorable. It was the Year 7 Enterprise Day, where they had to get into groups and pitch an app idea to a panel of judges. My group was very varied and they had to get involved in kind of finance, marketing, operations, which a lot of them I think at first found a bit daunting. A few of them said to me at the start that they weren't confident in presenting, but I said let's work through the day. So I was really proud that by the end of the day, every single student in my group played a really active role in the presentation and the pitch, which I think most of them were really surprised and proud of themselves that they got involved.
Another intervention is the Dragon's Den, where the pupils get to innovate and come up with a new mobile phone app or a new innovation. And that's really exciting because the Year 7s are plumbed into a Dragon's Den environment where they've got to think on their feet, come up with new ideas, manage a budget, market it and do all the sales. And that's really exciting to see the young business people coming out of their shell.
My most memorable experience of working with the Vine was actually last year when my team made it through to the final. It was really good to work with them through the day at the Vine School, but also for them to come to the Basingstoke offices to see them all again and to work on their final presentations at the final. And I'm pleased to say that my team actually won it in the end, so that was really good for them.
We also go into the schools and do an interview day, and that's non-confrontational but very formal, so that we give the students experience of what it would be like to have a job interview. And then we give them feedback on their performance, and I think that's really helpful for the pupils because they get a chance to practice in school before they sit in front of an employer for a job.
To anyone that's thinking of getting involved, I would definitely say do it. You won't regret it at all. Don't get me wrong, the days are quite tiring, but they're so rewarding. You get to meet some wonderful students and you also get to kind of branch out into different teams and meet different people within Fujitsu, which I also have really enjoyed. So yeah, definitely get involved.
I've really enjoyed my experience working at the Vine, but I've also been able to practice my coaching skills. So I've been able to coach people who aren't actually the age that I'm used to working with and in a non-corporate environment. So that's been really good for me too.
What would I say to anyone thinking of volunteering? Get involved, it's great fun. Not only do you get a chance to pay something back, but the rewards of working with the pupils and seeing the next generation and all the ideas and the innovation that comes out of their young minds is brilliant.
For people that want to volunteer at Fujitsu, I'd say really go for it. It's a really fun day, it's really fulfilling, and also you're giving back to the local community.
Ultimately, it's about empowering young people within our local community while shaping tomorrow's workforce.
I also think the programme as a whole really shows Fujitsu's commitment to being a responsible business and helping the wider community.